For many of you in the audience, if I said STNA or home health aid, you would know what I'm talking about. In the field of developmental disabilities, we are working to promote the term DSP. DSP is a household name. DSP stands for Direct Support Professional and is the term we use to describe the people who work directly with individuals in their home, providing care and services. The DSP Excellence Award recognizes someone who has positively affected a person's life for the better through their work as a DSP. The 2019 DSP Excellence Award goes to Jamie Deerhart.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the committee for choosing me for this prestigious award. Secondly, I would like to thank all the individuals and staff that I had served for 33 years. And finally, I would like to thank my husband, Greg. He has been a pillar of constant support. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ebony Whitesell, last year's winner of the Donna's Bailey Self-Advocacy Award. Donna's Bailey worked for Developmental Disabilities of Clark County for 24 years and was a friend to and advocate for many people with DD. In 2012, Donna's helped start the Self-Advocacy for You group in Clark County. The award recognizes a person with a developmental disability whose actions or advocacy efforts have helped her or others. Her efforts have positively changed public perception about people who have a developmental disability through public awareness, volunteerism, advocating for legislative change or leadership. The 2019 Donna's Bailey Self-Advocacy Award goes to Jennifer.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Lemons. I'm here to say a few memories about Donna's. First of all, I would like to say I'm very honored to get this award in memory of Donna's. Donna's was a great person. He not only was an excellent softball coach, but a huge leader and our savior. Some of my best memories was being able to play softball for him. When he was our coach, we won first place 3 years in a row at our Dayton tournament. We also got to go to the state softball tournament, and we came in second place out of 18 teams in the state of Ohio. We got to do this right before he passed away. He was so proud of us for that accomplishment. Not only was Donna's a great softball coach, but he was also a great friend to everyone who knew him. Because of Coach Donna's, I'm now a softball coach. I am in my 4th year of coaching the Clark County Shining Stars. It's a softball team for kids/young adults with disabilities. I know he is looking down and would be very proud of me. He would actually be proud of all of us. Thank you for letting me share some of my memories with you. Thank you and have a great day.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Miller, and I'm up here in my role as president for Springfield Rotary. And the Rotary Club was actually the recipient of the 2018 Rosemary Paxson Award. This award recognizes an agency or organization whose efforts and services go above and beyond to make a difference in the lives of individuals. So the recipient of this award started out teaching woodworking skills to a few young adults, but those relationships grew into true friendships. His dedication and personality has changed their lives for the better. The 2019 Rosemary Paxson Award winner is Derek Snowden of In Distress.
Well, I'd say that when I got the email about the award, I was pretty surprised by it all, because I didn't know there was such a thing, and then I started kind of reading into it a little bit more and finding out how amazing it is and how special it is to be awarded this, and I'm extremely honored. I just been, hanging out with some cool people that are kind of often misunderstood by a lot of other people, but without getting emotional about it, I've been very blessed to be working with the people, community connections who have introduced me into all this, and it's just been awesome. And I've been very blessed to be a part of some amazing people's lives, and we're just getting started. So, that's it.
Good afternoon. I'm John Cox with Yamada North America, and we were the award winner for the Employer of the Year last year. So I'm here to present today's award. October is the National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and it's time to recognize contributions and value that all people have in our community. The Champion City Employer of the Year Award recognizes a business in Clark County that has embraced a workforce where all people are valued and appreciated. Their efforts have embraced the ideals of integrated workforce and support true community inclusion. Please help me congratulate the 2019 Champion City Employer of the Year, Clark County Job and Family Services.
Well, being recognized by Yamada is a big deal because I know on a first-hand basis professionally how progressive Yamada is in their hiring efforts in this community, so that's even more meaningful. I'm Jenny Martez. I'm the director of the Clark County Department of Job and Family Services, and I'm really humbled to be recognized for something that our agency staff does. When I was told we were nominated, I thought, well, that's nice, but there's employers out there like Yamada that deserve awards. We just are a government agency that does what it is we do. And then when I found out we won the award, I thought, wow, that's really nice. And it's really my staff that makes this possible, and the Board of Commissioners and the support. All we did was in October of 1984, we took a chance on a young gentleman who was at TAC. And I'll be quite honest, we probably took the chance because TAC paid his salary the first 6 months. That young man is a little bit older, has 35 years in public employment retirement system, and can retire at any time he wants, so the rest of you eat your hearts out. But working with Frankie wasn't a chore. We don't really do anything with Frankie other than what we do with other employees. We coach him, we give him expectations, we don't give him extra excuses. He follows the rules, don't you, Frankie? Yeah. Yes, he does. And he knows, because he doesn't want to come to my office to talk to me. But we learned a lot from Frankie. We learned that any individual is capable of changing over time. He started off as a microfilm operator. He now scans our electronic files into the system and delivers the mail on a daily basis. And those may not seem like big tasks, but you got to have somebody that can do it and do it right. And Frankie does. So we thank TAC for giving us Frankie. And we thank Frankie for sticking with our agency for so many years. And he's taught us what it really means to be a work family. And he's taught me to stop and think, who is going to stand up and be the voice for these folks when they have no one else? We love you, Frankie.
Good afternoon. I'm Mary Brandstetter, and I'm the recipient of last year's Dr. F.F. Miller Visionary Award. It's a special honor for me, double honor today, to be able to recognize both one of the founders of our program, as well as someone who has so exemplary, in such an exemplary way, carried out what he would be so proud of today. As many of you know, we have a very long and proud history here. started 67 years ago and a month in 1952 when Dr. Miller and Rosemary Paxson and a few other parents decided to start services here in Clark County. They began with school-aged children that they had been transporting back and forth to Dayton for quite a period of time, daily carpools. So they started with the school-age program, but then that program, as kids grew up, they needed pre-vocational schools or education, they needed work. So all of the different programs, TAC and the different services, we're all descendants of that initial vision. And all should be very, very proud of it. This year's recipient is someone who has grown up, and I won't say grown old, in the service system here. But he started right out of high school, or maybe even while still in high school. Michael Brassfield has done so many things, and he's touched so many lives here. He's the type of person, if something needs to be done, you can count on him to do it. And I have counted on him many, many times in the past to be just that. He's our current historian. He catches all kinds of moments on film, and he does that on a volunteer basis many times. After retiring from the county board, he went to work at TAC, and he is still there. He's a person who is always, always concerned about showing people in their very best light. And for that, I greatly appreciate it. His vision has been for people to be part of our community, just like all the rest of us, to blend in and do fun things and do productive things. And for that, Michael, you're a very deserving award recipient.
Had a moment there. Actually, Mary and I, when I first started working at TAC, even volunteering there, she was there, and we developed a relationship, a working relationship that really, it means so much to me. And I was wondering if she was going to be here this afternoon, and there she is presenting me this award. And this award right here, when I got the call that I was being nominated for it, it really, I think, okay, there are a lot of other people in the running for this, and they're probably, I felt like maybe they were more deserving of this. But it was but then when Melissa gave me a call and told me that I was a recipient of this award, I was like, no way. But it wasn't a prank. I kind of put it on the back burner for a while there. I knew it was coming. But you think, I'm such a person, when I think, oh, this is going to happen, it's going to be a while off. Each day, it got closer and closer. And then last night, well, yesterday, it hit me like, wait a minute, that's tomorrow. And I had to pull out my tie and get my jacket on and all this, get gussied up a little bit. But I look back at the history of my life, how my life went, and it put me at the steps I took at the beginning with my friend helping me, just invited me to join a club at my high school, and then it went on from there, from each moment, the good, the bad, and all together. But I want to just take an opportunity to thank my family for being here today. I'm so honored for this award and for them to share this moment with me, my daughter Warren. And I just want to thank each and every one of you all the way here also, the board, especially Mary for doing this to me, for presenting this to me. So much with that and everything. My buddy here, we've known each other for years, and when I heard he was going to be presenting this award to me and handing it to me, I was like excited about that. That really thrilled me because we've had some history together too. Again, I just want to say thank you, and I'm going to pull my own coattail and take a seat and enjoy this moment. Thank you.